I explained to President Trump that his leadership and his maximum pressure policy, together with international solidarity, brought us to this juncture. President Trump said in our meeting, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said he is committed to denuclearization. Kim pledged that North Korea will refrain from any further nuclear or missile tests. President Trump appreciated the briefing and said he would meet Kim Jong-un by May to achieve permanent denuclearization.
At least 10 Palestinians were killed Friday in clashes with Israeli forces along the Gaza border. This violence erupted after thousands of Palestinians marched towards the border ahead of what was supposed to be a mass sit-in. According to reports, some protesters started throwing stones. The Palestinian Health Ministry says more than 1,000 people were injured in this incident. It was the deadliest day in Gaza since last fall.
100 meters away from the fence, as you see, we can see the Israeli army snipers, we can see the Israeli army soldiers in the jeeps and trying to target all the protesters that are being very close to the fence by live ammunition, rubber bullets, and the tear gas canisters. They are using new, updated, and developed weapons. As you see, this is the tear gas by the drone, by the Israeli army.
Two quick things. The first one is Mexico's migration policy is to seek that any migration is legal, safe, orderly, and respectful of basic human rights. And that's the way we act upon immigration. We certainly do not advocate for irregular immigration from our nationals or any other country. The second thing is that, in fact, our authorities, U.S. and Mexico cooperation, is very good on the matter. And I'll give you an example. Just last year, we convened a joint summit in Miami, authorities from the U.S. and Mexico, precisely to address this issue. We're working together, to foster development in Central American countries in order really to address the root causes of immigration, and also to do a better job in managing immigration in a way, again, that it's legal, safe, and orderly.
President Trump is sending the National Guard to our southern border with Mexico. It's a dramatic step, but one we've seen before in recent history.
President Obama is sending 1,200 National Guard troops to boost security along the U.S.-Mexican border. CBS News Chief White House correspondent Chip Reid has the details. Good morning, Chip.
Well, good morning, Betty. In addition to the troops, the president is also requesting $500 million for border security. But some border state politicians are already saying more help is needed.
I appreciate the additional 1,200 being sent of the Guard, as well as additional $500 million. But it's simply not enough.
Under President Obama's border plan, the National Guard will assist with intelligence gathering, surveillance, reconnaissance support, analysis and training, as well as supporting counter-narcotics enforcement. This is not the first time troops have been called upon to assist with border security. In 2006, then-President Bush ordered a similar operation, which allowed border agents to spend more time arresting illegal immigrants. Mr. Obama's announcement comes just weeks after Arizona enacted its controversial new immigration law, which gives police greater authority to question suspected illegal immigrants.
Now, most Republicans do support the president's move, but they say it's not enough to change their opposition to comprehensive immigration reform. Chances of that passing this year still appear bleak.
And by the way, we're knocking the hell out of ISIS. We'll be coming out of Syria like very soon. Let the other people take care of it now. Very soon. Very soon we're coming out. We're going to have 100% of the caliphate, as they call it, sometimes referred to as land, taking it all back quickly. But we're going to be coming out of there real soon. Going to get back to our country, where we belong, where we want to be.
Said that, and the Pentagon has since walked it back. Senator John McCain says it was those remarks by the president that led directly to Saturday's chemical attack. He said that by signaling the United States would, quote, prematurely withdraw from Syria, President Trump emboldened the Syrian leader, and other lawmakers say the president now has to back up his threats or risk looking weak in the eyes of the world.
We need to follow through with that tweet, show a resolve that Obama never did to get this right.
He's in office for more than a year, and he's got to send a message once again that what he said he meant.
Aid groups say at least 40 people were killed in a suspected chemical weapons attack over the weekend. The alleged attack took place late Saturday in Douma, the last rebel-held enclave in eastern Ghouta near the capital, Damascus. Both the Syrian and Russian governments are denying involvement. The Syrian government called the allegations of a chemical attack fabrication. Meanwhile, a pre-dawn missile strike hit an air base in central Syria overnight. According to the Associated Press, Russia and the Syrian military are blaming Israel for the strike, saying Israeli fighter jets launched the missiles from Lebanon's airspace. A war monitoring group said the airstrikes killed 14 people. Israel's foreign ministry had no comment when asked about it.
Begin by condemning the heinous attack on innocent Syrians with banned chemical weapons. It was an atrocious attack. We are studying that situation extremely closely. We are meeting with our military and everybody else, and we'll be making some major decisions over the next 24 to 48 hours.
This is one of those issues on which every nation, all peoples have all agreed and have agreed since World War II is an unacceptable practice. So
is it possible there will be another missile attack?
Yeah, I wouldn't take anything off the table.
We don't know the reason for Special Counsel Mueller's referral. We do know that any referral must have been signed off by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Furthermore, the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York would have to be convinced that whatever information Mr. Mueller passed along was worth pursuing. And the U.S. Attorney would have to convince an independent magistrate judge, nonpartisan, that there was probable cause to believe that seizing information from Mr. Cohen would yield evidence of a crime. That's a serious and high standard that had to be met.
It's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. I've been saying it for a long time. They found no collusion whatsoever with Russia. The reason they found it is there was no collusion at all. No collusion. This is the most biased group of people. These people have the biggest conflicts of interest I've ever seen.
More significant is the fact that they opted for a raid as opposed to just a subpoena for documents. Yeah. A subpoena allows the attorney or whoever receives the subpoena to do the collecting himself. When the FBI uses a raid like this, that tells us that they believed and considered a subpoena but thought, we don't trust this individual with a subpoena to look for the documents himself.